And so it's Wednesday. Not exactly how I intended to start the week, or I guess the day. Also, this is totally a not forced shot, so I can actually have Sylvia on the background of something. Don't know what it looks like, because I can't cheat this time, because there's no mirror. But hey ho. Also, you get to see my ugly cabinet, because I'm lazy and I do not tidy it at all. It's the dumping ground of my room. So, yeah. Um, didn't intend this to start on a Wednesday, but as I kind of threw the hint to during the end of last week, because spoilers, that was recorded today, because, yeah, um, to put a long story short, um, pretty much ever since Saturday, my sleeping gets sucked. Like, completely sucked. Also, if you can't tell, I'm trying to talk a little bit louder, because I know the audio in the last couple has been not great. So, I'm trying to project my voice a little bit. But yeah, so my sleeping has been terrible. I've been getting pretty much at most 5 hours at a time sleep. And then I seem to have this problem that I will wake up an hour before my alarm goes off, which in my opinion is one of the worst things to happen, because it's like, great, I can go to sleep for an hour, but then I'm going to feel terrible when I wake up, which is what's been happening. I've been feeling terrible whenever I wake up. So it's just been an absolute mess. To put it into perspective, yesterday, for example, which is when I have my 2 hour seminar at 10 a.m. and then I have a lecture that I haven't been to now for 3 weeks at 1 p.m. I didn't go to that lecture because I came back from a 2 hour seminar, had something to eat, and I was like, I can't go in because I'm just going to fall asleep. So I came into my room and went to sleep because I needed to. So, so I guess we can talk about what's happened over the last couple of days. So Monday was rather uneventful, as it tends to be, unless I actually do the vlog that day. Food shopping is it's part of my 3-day weekend that I get. So even though I have to be up to do shopping, it's still kind of one of the breaks that I have. So, especially if I'm actually doing something Saturday, one of the better breaks that I have. What else? Other than that, not really a lot happened. Just kind of chilled out, tried to relax, and really I was just tired for a lot of it. Didn't even do any work, which I guess isn't surprising because of how good I am at procrastinating. But yeah. I guess one other thing was, as much as I don't like to bring things up about comments and stuff, I think for probably the first time in 2 months a comment has appeared. Which honestly surprised me. Maybe it's just I don't check as often as I do. Probably because I didn't expect anyone. But no, it's kind of nice to see people actually wanting to take an interest. And as I always say, if you guys want to say something in the comments, please do. I like actually responding to people. And I actually take more attention to it if more people actually did it. This isn't. It's a vlog about, what it's like to have a painfully average life as a student, which is always fun. But it's also, to hear from you guys as well, so I can maybe have some more anecdotes. It'd be great, to hear from you as well. Because obviously my life is pretty boring, so hearing about your guys' life is always pretty interesting too. Probably more interesting than my own. Anyway, with that out of the way, Tuesday came around, which was yesterday, of course. And, well, I've covered half of that already because I just couldn't, I slept for, I think, about 2 or 3 hours. And I got a knock on my door about 5 o'clock, and I was like, oh, there's going to be Tom on that, and they're going to want me to go out. I'm just not feeling it. So I, got up, opened the door, it was Tom as I thought, and he said, hey Brad, do you want to go to Taco Bell? My eyes lit up like a friggin' kid in a candy shop, or a sweet shop if you're actually from UK. because that's where I am from. I still call it the candy shop because I like that. I like how that term sounds better. But yeah, my eyes lit up like a. More so, I used the term "kin a Christmas morning," and I was like, "Yes, give me 5 minutes to get dressed." So, first time I've like had Taco Bell in a while, and I was like, "Yes, I needed this. I'm starving. Oh yes, needed that." And then ended up playing Call of Duty with Tom afterwards because, yay, I should probably actually show you guys them at some point. But it's never just really found a good time to do it, so we'll do at some point. I'm trying to think if anything else even happened yesterday. It didn't, because I think as soon as they left, because we were bored of Call of Duty, I got in bed because I was tired. That's literally how it's been. It's just I can't like I don't have motivation to do anything just because I'm so tired. Right now I've forced myself. Plus I've got some work that's actually due in tomorrow, so I've forced myself to do something. If it wasn't for the fact that yesterday when I said to my tutor that I had an idea for a story, I probably wouldn't have even gone in today, which would have been a huge mistake because today I actually got my 2 ideas, 4 stories that I need to do for this module, and I have a month and a week to do it. I think about a month actually, but yeah, no, so yeah, it's about a month and a week. I have my 2 story ideas at last, which is good, because originally it was, oh god, what am I gonna do? Because we got given presentations to do a few weeks back on certain areas of the city I live in. And then we were like, they were like, right, now we need to do stories from those areas. So we all thought that you had to do it from the area that you did a presentation on, and I was panicking because I was like, how am I supposed to get like 2 stories from one road, targeted at staff and students at the university? Turns out I could do it from any of those, so I now have 2 story ideas. Funnily enough, they actually still managed to both come from the area that I did my patchwork in, which was kind of funny, but at the same time it branched on. It's like not just specifically that area, but it's got kind of a focus, but it can branch into other areas, which it's kind of funny how that one worked out. I've got people that I probably need to interview and email and try and get a hold of, but I feel good about that. Thankfully we've done something. I'm gonna say something else then. Actually, no, I wasn't, because that's all that's happened so far today, other than, you know, the vlog is kind of not done yet, but it's being rendered. Well, all the clips are being rendered, so I can actually, you know, have them all together. It's currently looking about 25 minutes. Maybe there's definitely bloopers in it, so yay, or outtakes, whichever you prefer. Yeah, so hopefully that will be up this evening. Should be, because I've put it off for 2 days because I'm just tired. That's all I've been. I've just been tired for the last 2 days. So regardless, I will go back to working on this vlog. Well, waiting for it to finish rendering the clips, and then yay, I guess. So I'll see you guys later. More likely tomorrow though. And so it's you might not believe this one, Saturday. Yeah, I might have missed a few days, a little bit, but that's mainly due to it's 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, because if you also can't tell my by tie, that's wording wrong, but you know, you can also probably tell that I'm a little bit tipsy / drunk. So, why don't we start off with a little bit of what happened over Wednesday / Thursday, shall we? So, after I finished uploading the vlog, not really too much happened, thankfully. However, Thursday a decent amount happened. I had my uni to go to, I've plenty of time. But as it has been recently, I certainly haven't been sleeping well, and as a result, when I got back from uni Thursday, after my 10 a.m. lecture, I slept for a couple hours, and pretty much almost slept till the time that I needed to actually go back. Maybe gave it an hour or so before I needed to go back. Excuse me. And during that time, I got a message from my stepdad, and he wanted to see me. He offered to take me out for a couple of drinks. At first, he said, "Oh, meet me at a Genting club," and the Genting club that I knew of, they said to go to. Sorry for that. Just making sure it was recording. The Genting club that he said was also a casino, and I've never been to a casino before in my life, so I was a little bit worried. Drinking some water because I need to. So I was really worried beforehand, and then I had to go to my 5 till 7 seminar. Got changed and immediately went, and I thought it was going to be my stepdad, my stepbrother, and me. And it turned out it wasn't. Instead of my stepbrother, it was actually my mum. And instead of actually going to the Genting club, we just went to a couple of different pubs and had some bit to eat, had some drinks. It was really nice to see them, mainly because I haven't actually seen my family since I've actually come back to uni, since I've started this series again, I suppose, as well. So it's been about 2 months since I've actually seen my family. So it's been really nice it was really nice to see them again. I'd like to go back and actually properly see them, talk to them properly instead of just in a pub or something. But it was really nice to at least see them. Really happy. I also attempted to go to a club afterwards, but I only went on my own, and it turns out when you go to a club on your own, it's a little bit boring, so I didn't stay there very long. However, due to the alcohol intake, I kind of missed my seminar on Friday / yesterday / today, whatever you want to call it. I kind of slept through the whole thing because I was just so tired. That might be due to alcohol, but that might just be due to my tiredness issue as of recent. Hopefully it won't be too bad for too much longer, and hopefully it won't be too bad tomorrow or / later, I suppose. As for Friday though, it wasn't really too much. Like I said, I was sleeping for most of it. Went to play Yu-Gi-Oh for a bit because there is a regional on Sunday that I would like to go to and maybe not do completely terribly at. It'd be great. But we shall see how that goes. But yeah, I was asked beforehand if I wanted to go out and have a couple of drinks, and I said I don't know if I can because I didn't know what time I'd be getting back from Yu-Gi-Oh. I thought I'd be getting back about 11ish, and I was like, oh, there's no point in me going out for a few drinks, and turns out it wasn't. It was I got back about 10ish, and I was like, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind a couple of drinks, and it turned out we were going to a club. So that's why I'm in the attire, and why it's also 3 in the morning. So, but no, it was a really enjoyable night. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't enjoying it at first because it was kind of dead and the music was kind of bland, but it certainly picked up as the night went on. So I was really happy with that one, and that's it really. Despite 3 days passing, and we're now into technically the 6th day of the week. It's like, Jesus Christ. Either I can really sum up things very quickly, or really not a lot happens. To be fair, I haven't really done a lot of work. I mean, granted, yesterday as well, I got up from my nap and immediately did all the work that I needed to for my seminar that was later on. Which granted didn't take too long, but I still needed to do it, and then they didn't even check it, and I was like, though I don't know if they wanted to actually check it themselves and like have me send it to them, which makes a little bit of sense. I probably should actually send them the work. Might be an idea. If I remember tomorrow. Maybe I'll remember this when I'm watching this back. We'll see. Because sometimes I'm watching things back recently because of bloopers and things like that. But sometimes it's just kind of nice to leave them in. I like it. I like when things aren't perfect, and you know, sometimes you have the occasional outtakes. It's kind of fun to see. It's always been fun for me to see this, which is why I kind of leave them in. So, anyway, enough of the drunk ramblings. There you go. Did I try to pull? Kind of, but not really. For most of it, I was just glad to be having a good time, to be honest. It's technically my second night out in a row, and the only time I've actually done it as well. So it's not when I say, oh yeah, I don't want to go out 2 nights in a row, but technically this is 2 nights in a row. So, but however, it was resulted in night out, sleep for the entire day, do a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh, and then night out again, and it's like, I don't really want that being my life, so that's why I don't want to do it too often, or if at all. So anyway, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. And so it's Sunday. Yeah, kind of only have recorded 3 days this week, and one of them I was incredibly drunk. Guess that's how it goes sometimes. However, at least they are longer sections because I'm covering everything that's happening. Guess there's that, I suppose. I'm also really thirsty, excuse me. So, go quickly over yesterday, in which not too much happened because I was recovering over a night out, but at the same time I got Tom and Matt to play Smash for the first time in the first time playing Smash 4. They haven't played since like Brawl pretty much came out, and when they played that when they were younger. So it was kind of funny how it ended up working out because Matt came in to play first, and I got him some practice before Tom came in, and Tom did proceed to win, and then afterwards start bodying Matt, which was kind of funny. And then Matt decided to use Cloud, which is the character I use, and it's like, oh my god, this is broken. And now they're pretty much using top tiers because they're broken. So I did a good. I taught them top tiers. Other than that, not too much happened yesterday. Like I say, recovering from a night out, things like that. However, as for today, it was the Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals. I haven't really talked about it, but yeah, there was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals not too far from here. Just a train journey back where I normally go to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway. And, you know, I didn't do great. I did the worst I think I've done at a regional, which was unfortunate, but the deck I was playing, it did require a lot of brain power and was kind of frail. Both those things in mind, it kind of made it hard to play. But some games I just got stopped and I just couldn't do anything. Some games I were just open ass and I couldn't do anything. Some games I did really cool things. But yeah, that was it. It was a long day. I've been up since 9, and I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For about 6 hours. So, maybe about 5.5 hours straight, no breaks. I didn't eat until after, like, the whole tournament had ended, and I didn't have breakfast either, so I was dying for food afterwards. So, called for Domino's. And then even then, after like 4 slices, I was like, I'm starting to feel full, which I don't know what was wrong with me. It's Domino's. I feel like I'm starting to go off of the Meteor That's normally what I get, but I think I'm going off the barbecue base. I think I just need a classic tomato base, because I think the barbecue base is kind of putting me off a little bit. So it's either that, or I'm just like maybe not as fan of Domino's, which no, Domino's food is pretty nice. I think it's just the barbecue base. I think I just need to get a normal base for once, a normal tomato base. So I hope I don't go off Domino's. It's gonna like, I feel like I'm gonna be on everyone's hit list. I know, it's like, you don't like Domino's? What is wrong with you? And I'm just like, So, yeah, I played a bit of Smash afterwards. No actual tournament because we didn't have time. Mainly because I didn't take my setup in with me. Because I didn't know if we'd have time. And turns out if I actually took my setup, then we might have been able to do some singles. But, oh well. Oh well. And, yeah. So I guess that's been the week, I suppose. Kind of been a condensed version due to me only recording for 3 days. And, well, kind of not uploading till, like, Wednesday, because I'm a good person. I know how to upload. Other than that, though, it's been pretty cool, I guess. I technically went on my first 2 nights out in a row. So it's also going to be fun to edit, because I've got to watch through that entire drunk section now and make sure it's annotated properly. I tried to speak up. I've tried to increase the volume of my voice for this week, and hopefully that shows. Hopefully you guys can hear me a bit more without, you know, me being extremely quiet the entire time. That would be great for, you know, it just being minuscule friggin' like volume, and there's nothing I can do in editing. Like, sorry for the cut there. Just got interrupted. But yeah, there's nothing I can do really, because of I'm using Movie Maker, so like the best I can do is emphasize narration, and that's the best sound quality I can get out of it. So there's not a lot I can do other than trying to speak up a little bit more. I know sometimes it's quite quiet, and that is because I'm trying to keep it down, because it's late at night and only when I record these, because it's, you know, a review of the day. So, or for this week, multiple days. So, but yeah, hopefully things can keep going well for the future, and I shall see you guys next week. Boop. And so it's Thursday. That's not a good start. It's not Thursday. And so it's Wednesday. Yeah, didn't mean for it to start this late in the week. Also, someone's kind of joining us. Hi. Try to get Sylvie on in shot somehow, but yeah, it's kind of hard because the background's not really suited for it. I will try though. We'll try different angles all week. Just thought of a different angle right now. That's why we're going to go try that angle instead. I love having outtakes.